Welcome to United Way Live with Constantine Pappas, featuring Campaign Chair David Ferraro, and tonight's honorees, Thomaston Savings Bank, Joseph Ochieng, Sydney Molina, Salim Nujame, and Works, with music by Chris Coogan. Please put your hands together and welcome the host of United Way Live, Constantine Pappas.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much. This is so great. Welcome, everyone, to the show. I'm your host, Constantine Pappas. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, that's so great to hear. How's the food, by the way? Delicious? Delicious as always? Well, I just wanted to say thank you to Aria for hosting us in this gorgeous building. Yes. The food is delicious, as always.
Yes.
Although I did want to say one thing. Someone asked me before I came up, what do you do with all the food at the end of the night? And you know, this being a United Way event, I felt obligated to let you all in on what we do. So what we do is whatever you don't finish, that's okay. We take whatever we didn't serve, whatever scraps are left on the plate, we toss it all into a garbage bag, and we send it over to AquaTurf for their next event.
Yo.
We're always giving back, folks. We're giving back. All right. I also want to give it up for Chris Coogan and the band, ladies and...
All right. Thank you.
Sorry, folks. Chris, where's the band?
I'm the band.
Just you?
Just me. Trust me. If anyone understands what it's like for one person to wear many hats, it's the people in this room. Nonprofit leaders get it done.
It sounds like United is the way, Chris.
United is the way.
And that's right. So give it up for Chris, the one-man band. Folks, we have a very special program for you tonight, featuring our honorees and the people and the organizations who have made a serious impact in our community. But before we get to them, and we certainly will, we have to talk about the impact United Way has been making. For instance, I was doing a little research online, and I found that United Way of Greater Waterbury received over 35,000 phone calls to their 211 line. Yeah, 35,000. And for anyone who's doing the math out there, that's about 90 phone calls a day. Coincidentally, that's the same number of phone calls I receive from my mother-in-law on a daily basis. It's always Facebook. I can't like it. I know, sometimes it's funny. Thanks. United Way has also put on many events. For instance, Women United held a Galentine's party in February. It was a fun event. Many a friend were made, and everyone had a good time. But, Chris, I got to be honest, I didn't get an invite.
Oh, me neither. No.
But that's okay. Thousands of dollars were raised to support women's health and wellness initiatives. So it was a really powerful event. It was really great. And then, of course, there was Boys Night Out last month at Clocktown Brewing Company, hosted by George LeCapra and John Zinno. So that was a fun time. Beer, food, NCAA basketball. Yeah, I know. That's good stuff. But the real March Madness was I really did not get an invite, Chris.
Come to think of it, no, me neither.
But that's okay. Thousands of dollars were raised for the Find It in Your Heart campaign. And tonight is really a balance of all of these events. The Galentine's party, Boys Night Out, the United Way wine dinner.
Wine? I like wine.
Yeah, I'm really starting to think, Chris, that the slogan should be, United is the way, don't give them an invite. I don't know.
Well, it's my luck, you know.
Yeah, we really got to make some new friends tonight. But all kidding aside, tonight we must recognize the talents and the time that the people and the organizations we recognize tonight will be receiving. Whether it's driving the annual campaign like Dave Ferraro or Thomaston Savings Bank, volunteering like Joseph Ochieng or Sydney Molina, messaging like Works, or building a legacy over decades like our dear friend Salim Nujame. You see, the theme this year, as I said before, is find it in your heart. And you didn't have to ask these folks to find it. They simply exemplified it. And when we talk about the work United Way is doing, it makes a serious impact. Just take a look at one of the examples of one of the ways United Way is affecting the community. on the
Advocates
streets.
for the homeless say the number of unhoused people is growing throughout the state.
Yeah, News 18 at Detail reports now on what some organizations in Waterbury are doing to try to help them on these cold winter nights.
The snow we're getting right now and also the cold weather we're expecting later this week are real reminders of the plight of people who are homeless here in Waterbury and across the state. But now there is a new initiative happening here.
We are human. We're just like the rest of y'all. And we just want to be warm.
Radonna Legree often comes to the Center for Human Development, or CHD's Hospitality Center, on cold winter days. It's a place to get warm, get a drink and snacks, get your mail, take a shower, and do laundry. But it is usually only open during the day, unless the governor activates the state's cold weather protocols.
Nobody should be cold outside. I don't care who it is.
Now, though, the United Way of Greater Waterbury, the City of Waterbury, and the Housing Collective have all chipped in $20,000, a total of $60,000, to help keep the Hospitality Center open 24/7 through March.
The huge bulk of it is going towards staffing costs.
The United Way says this is the first year this has been needed.
And during this cold time of year, it's vital that folks have access to this warming center to ensure that we keep people alive.
The United Way says in the past month, 300 men, women, and children have been housed in shelters run by St. Vincent de Paul and the Salvation Army. But almost double that were sleeping in tents, cars, and doorways. Now, though, many can come into this warming center at any time, day or night.
You know, the grounds are cold. And for them to lay on the grounds, half of them is getting sick.
During a cold weather protocol, the Hospitality Center does have these cots which people can use to stay the night and sleep here. Now, while it is operating, though, as the overnight warming center, they won't be using these cots, but they can stay here as long as they need to keep warm. In Waterbury, Tina Dittel, News 8.
We talk about basic human needs, like food, water, and shelter. But United Way sees an issue as simple as comfort or warmth. The unhoused with nowhere to go in sub-freezing temperatures. And they lead the way with a $20,000 investment and bring on the city and the Housing Collective to do the same. Now, you've probably already heard, $60,000 were invested thanks to the leadership and expertise of United Way. But the mutual impact, literal lives were saved. And it's thanks to United Way and everyone here tonight.